Hello everyone. Today I am start a new session, goods management in retail. In the first session, types of retail goods. What are the types of retail goods? Number 1, convenience goods. Goods which are easily available to consumer without any extra effort are convenience goods. Mostly convenience goods come in the category of non-durable goods such as like fast foods, confectionaries and cigarettes with low value. The goods are mostly sold by wholesaler to make them available to the consumers in good volume. Further, convenience goods can be subcategorized into staple convenience consumer goods, impulse convenience consumer goods, shopping consumer goods, specialty consumer goods, non-sought consumer goods, durable consumer goods, non-durable consumer goods. Staple convenience consumer goods, goods which come under the basic demands of human being are called staple convenience goods. For example, milk, bread, sugar, etc. What is impulse convenience consumer goods? Goods which are bought without any prior planning or which are bought impulsively are called impulse convenience goods. For example, potato, wafers, candies, ice cream, cold drinks, etc. Then next, shopping consumer goods. In shopping consumer goods, consumer do lot of selection and comparison based on various parameters such as cost, brand, style, comfort, etc. Before buying an item, they are costlier than convenience goods and are durable nature. Consumer goods companies usually try to set up their shops and showrooms in active shopping area to attract customers attention, and their main focus is to do lots of advertising and marketing to become popular. Goods like clothing items, television, radio, footwear, home furnishing, jewelries. All these come under the category of shopping goods. What is specialty consumer goods? Goods which are very unique, unusual and luxurious in nature are called specialty goods. Specialty goods are mostly purchased by upper class of society as they are expensive in nature. The goods don't come under the category of necessity, rather they are purchased on the basic personal preference or desire. Brand name and unique and special features of an item are major attributes which attract customer attention in buying them. What are the examples? Example like antiques, some products, antique piece. Second, jewelry, wedding dresses, cars, etc. Next is non-sought consumer goods. Goods or services like insurance which are available in the market but customer is not really interested in buying them are called non-sought goods. Understand? Next, durable consumer goods. Goods which have long lifespan and uses period are called durable goods. What are the examples? Furniture, kitchenware, consumer electronics, etc. Next is semi-durable consumer goods. What are the goods? Goods which have limited lifespan or uses period are called semi-durable goods. Examples like clothes, footwear, artificial jewelry, home furnishing. Next, non-durable consumer goods. Goods have a very short lifespan and are perishable in nature are called non-durable goods like milk, bread. Come to next session, material handling. Objectives and principle of material handling. Material handling is an important element which determines the productivity of a retail house. Material handling is highly labor intensive as compared to any other operations. Therefore, the personal cost in material handling is usually high. Most of the activities in material handling require significant manual handling and hence has little benefits from computerized and improved information technology. Materials handling includes all movement of materials in a manufacturing situation. It has been defined by the material handling division. Handling. The primary handling objective in a store is to sort inbound shipment according to precise customer requirements. The three handling activities are receiving, in storage handling and shipping. Then receiving. When material reaches the store, it has to be received by the retail store. One of the important activities here is to unload the goods from the transportation vehicle. Most of the time unloading is done manually. Shipping. Shipping consists of checking and loading orders onto transportation vehicles. As in receiving, shipping is manually performed in most systems. Material handling principles. What are the principles? First, planning principle. All material handling should be the result of a deliberate plan where the needs, performance objectives and functional specification of the proposed methods are completely defined at the outset. Second is standardization principle. Material handling method, equipment, control and software should be standardized within the limit of achieving overall performance objectives and without sacrificing needed flexibility, modularity and throughput anticipation of changing future requirements. Third is work principle. Material handling work should be minimized without sacrificing productivity or the level of service required of the operation. This ergonomic principle. Human capabilities and limitations must be taken into consideration while designing material handling tasks and equipment. Fifth, unit load. Unit load should be properly determined so that it accommodates all materials and material handling becomes easier. Sixth, space utilization principle. Effective and efficient use must be made of all available space. 7. System principle. Material handling and storage should be fully integrated so that there is a smooth flow of materials in the retail store. Number 8. Automation principle. Material handling operations should be mechanized and or automated where feasible in order to improve operational efficiency. This will reduce potentially unsafe manual labor operations. Number 9. Environmental principle. Environmental impact and energy consumption such as petrol, diesel should be considered as criteria when designing or selecting material handling system. Number 10. Life cycle cost principle. Cost of equipment throughout its entire life cycle and not only its initial cost should be considered before selecting it. Then, what are the methods and equipments? There are many methods used to handle materials. Manual handling activities include carrying, and the moving of loads as well as pushing, pulling, lifting up and putting down. The moving and handling of materials must be done with the proper equipment by experienced and trained staff. Some of the common types of material handling equipment used include cranes, slings, moving trucks, forklifts, pallet jacks, hand dollies, conveyors, trailers, storage bins, pallets, and storage containers. Third session is documentation in goods handling. The purpose of this unit standard is intended for people who will receive stock in a retail outlet. These persons are able to receive stock in retail organization, implement security procedures to prevent shrinkage and losses, and enhance the efficiency of the supply chain by recording required information on stock being received. Delivery note. A delivery note is usually supplied with the goods at the time of delivery. It will state what the supplier has actually delivered to the store. This is probably the most important receipt documents of all. Goods delivered are checked against the delivery note to confirm the delivery is correct. The delivery note is used to check the delivery has come to the right place and it contains the right goods. Invoice. Invoices are used for the same purpose as the delivery document. However, invoices are used in situations where the distribution center actually purchases the goods rather than just distributing them for somebody else. Goods received are checked against the amount and description stated on the invoice. The invoice may contain a single item or many items. Invoices are normally sent with the load of goods. Invoices are very important documents as they are used to bill the receiving company. Like the delivery docket, the invoice is used to check that the delivery is at the right place, the delivery has the right products, the delivery has the right amount of products. Consignment note. A consignment note is used when the delivery is contracted out to a private carrier. They show what is to be received and are usually issued by the carrier of the delivery as a record of what has actually been sent. A consignment note usually does not give a product description but will give information like how many boxes, pallets, bags, bales, etc. The important sections are pallet control information, number of items, description, receiver, signature of receiver. Fourth session is procedure of moving goods. Movements of materials from one processing area to another and from department to department necessitates the use of many personnel and equipment and the handling of treatment tonnages of materials. Materials handling includes all movements of materials in a manufacturing situation. What are the advantages? Number 1, lower the unit materials handling cost. Second, reduce the manufacturing cycle time. Third, contribute towards a better control of the flow of goods. Fourth, provide for improved working condition and greater safety in the movement of materials. Then, provide for fewer rejects. Achieve decreased storage requirements. Gain higher productivity at lower manufacturing cost. Ways to reduce the risk. Number 1. Eliminating double handling by reducing the number of times an object is handled and where possible moving the stock directly from delivery to display. Second, changing the size or weight of packaging by breaking down large loads into smaller ones and finding out if stock is available in smaller sizes. Smaller loads can be lifted and handled more easily. Third, reducing push or pull forces. Example, removing the need of bending, twisting, and reaching movements when placing items on a shelf, rack, or pallet, or limiting the number of shopping trolleys to be collected at one time. Fourth, providing suitable equipment such as trolleys or pallet jacks to move stock, and a stable, sturdy step ladder to allow you to stack shelves at the correct height. Fifth, providing a safe workplace layout which allows you enough space to move and work safely.